everyone, Ciara here with Artsmith Media. I have this idea of a commuting with Ciara type of video that I wanted to try out this morning and just wanted to share some information with you. So the other day I realized that on my way to work I'm always brainstorming and thinking about work, thinking about my to-do list, and which of course ends up being a lot of marketing and a lot of PR type of related stuff, my webinars, things like that. And I always have these brainstorming type of sessions on the way into work. At one point I thought, oh, I could do audio recordings, kind of make a podcast of just ideas and kind of these conversations I have in my head. But then I realized that these videos would give us kind of an opportunity to feel like we're sharing this experience together, and it's not just my voice out there like it is with my webinars. So this is just the start of a series that I wanted to try out, where I would talk about some of the different aspects of marketing and things like that, but in a more casual manner during my commute. My commute into work is usually, depending on traffic and parking and things like that, it can be anything between like a good 15 minutes to a good 25 minutes. So these are going to be shorter videos. If you have any questions or anything like that, of course you're more than welcome to email me or call me up or anything like that. Find me on LinkedIn and message me, or my Twitter handle, anything like that. Just feel free to reach out and contact me, and I'd be happy to start a conversation about different aspects with marketing and how marketing can really help you with your business or your organization or anything. So today what I'd like to talk about, kind of as my kickoff topic, I guess, is when should I be posting for my social media platforms? This is a question I get asked quite often. How many times should I be posting to Facebook? How many times, should I even be on Twitter? And if so, how many times should I be tweeting? What should I be tweeting? Content is a big question for those who are managing social media, like when they should be posting their content. First and foremost, there's a big difference between Facebook and Twitter, and before I start explaining why you should be posting different amounts, I want to explain the why they're so different, I guess. Alright, safety first, so I'm making sure that, sorry if my eyes are darting around, I'm just making sure that, that I had the right of way. So, anyhow, with Facebook, Facebook is, well, let me back up. I was at a presentation, or I gave a presentation a few weeks ago, and one of the people in the audience gave a really brilliant analogy, I think, to explain the difference between Facebook and Twitter. And ironically, it has to do with commuting into work. So why not use it today, right? He explained, Facebook is kind of that lazy Sunday morning drive when you get to slowly take in all the scenery and all the pretty stuff, and you're not worried about the whole go, 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 fast, fast, fast aspect. Whereas Twitter is kind of the HOV lane, where there's tons of content, tons of information, and it's going so fast that you just gotta go and try and keep up with it. And I thought that was a really good way to explain the difference between Facebook and Twitter. So that's what I'm going to stick with this morning. For Facebook, I highly suggest posting sometimes, depending on your audience, between 3 and 5 times a day. That's a good goal to be shooting for. Shoot for 5, but if you get to only post 3 times a day, that's okay. When should you be posting? Think about your target audience. If your target audience, if you're a B2B, and so your target audience is other businesses, then you want to be posting kind of actually during those business hours. You want to be posting, maybe during the morning coffee break, at lunch, and then that kind of that lull in the afternoon when everybody's, trying to get a second wind. So that would be my advice for Facebook, 3 to 5 times a day. and use your target audience. If your target audience, however, if you're a B2C, think about how your audience is probably at work all day, so you want to be posting more so in the evenings, because that's when your audience is going to be online thinking about whatever your product or service is, and things like that. So focus more so on the evenings. Doesn't mean don't post in the afternoons or at lunchtime, but more so probably in the afternoons and evenings. If you, however, are a national brand, if you're covering East to West Coast, you're going to be posting throughout the entire day, because people waking up on the East Coast, you got to give the West Coast a few hours, and people getting off work on the East Coast, people on the West Coast are still at work, so you got to think about when your audience is at different, I guess, stages of their day. So focus on your target audience when you're formulating when to be posting. Yep, 3 to 5, B2B, B2C. Don't be afraid to repeat some of your content, especially if you're covering, from coast to coast. It's okay, just don't do it, for the entire day. Don't want to post the same exact thing. You don't want to just copy and paste and then have it send out 5 times. Mix it up a little bit. It's okay if you're using the same link or the same landing page, but definitely want to mix it up a little bit. Okay, so with Twitter, on the other hand, now Twitter, like I said, is that HOV lane, very fast, very lots of content, lots of information. Whereas Facebook, your brand, your name, your information would kind of stay in that feed for a little bit longer. With Twitter, it's so fast that your content's just going to keep getting bumped down. So you're going to want to post a lot more on Twitter if that's one of the platforms you're focusing on. With Facebook, I said 3 to 5 would suffice. 5 would be great. 3 would be, good. With Twitter, shoot for 10. Now, I know that sounds like it could be a lot, but like I said, because it's so fast, to keep your brand and to keep your name in the feed, you want to be posting 10 times a day. Now, if your goal is 10 and you only get to 7 or 8, that's still good. At least, I would say, if Twitter is one of your focuses, at least 3 to 5 times a day. That would be the minimum. Again, go to your target audience to figure out when you should be posting. Should it be on the mornings, if you're B2B, if it's B2C, should it be in the evenings? With Twitter, the fun thing with that is that people are on it 24/7. People are on Facebook, but they're less likely to be posting. They might just be quickly scrolling through things. With Twitter, because it's so fast, people are scrolling through it quickly all the time. So definitely something to be posting on a regular basis. Anywho, so that's the difference between Facebook and Twitter and how often you should be posting on those. Trying to think of another major platform to recommend these posting times. Pinterest has become a very valuable one. People are starting to pick up on how to use it for their business, and not only for sharing content with other people and getting their brand out there, but also in kind of inner office purposes, sharing, training information and things like that. So if Pinterest is another one of your valuable social media platforms, my only tip there, not necessarily how often you should be posting, but the idea that you don't want to be posting all of your information in the same, 20 minutes. You want to be spreading it out so that your brand, your name, whatever, stays, in people's page the whole time. You don't want to post 15 things about one topic or one event or whatnot at once, because then people are going to see 1 or 2 of them, and then they're just going to scroll through the next 10 of them, and they're going to, start to ignore it. So if you're going to be posting on Pinterest, set, say, like 10-15 minutes aside multiple times a week, so it's not concentrated on one day. That would be my suggestion for Pinterest. Google Plus, that one's a little more difficult because, you know, half the people say they love it, half the people say they hate it. It's a great place to share resources and do things like Google Hangouts and things like that. So I don't know if I have any proven tips from my own experience with that. None of our clients seem to want to be focusing on Google Plus too much right now. I think they're trying to figure out which way Google Plus is going to go, if it's going to become, you know, the next big thing, or if it's going to continue to be kind of the, you know, we know that everybody should be on it, we know everybody has, you know, Gmail accounts or something. Well, not everyone, but there's a lot of people who do, and you know, so they're trying to figure out if it's worth focusing on. I know a few marketers who really do enjoy Google Plus, so if that's something you're more interested in, I'd be more than happy to make that connection, because I would rather you get the correct information than me just regurgitating everything I've been reading in articles. So there's my Google Plus synopsis real quick. YouTube, again, kind of like Pinterest, you want to be posting on a regular basis, but you don't want to dump all of your videos on one day each month. You want to be spreading it out. And you want to be sharing links to your YouTube page either on your Facebook or Twitter, or you can share it on Pinterest, of course your own website, things like that. So, you know, YouTube is really great as kind of a database, as a place to store all of your videos, and then just remember to share them to get people to come back to your videos and watch them and encourage people to be sharing them. So that's some of the major ones. I think the only one I've left out is LinkedIn, and I think I'm going to save an entire commute video to be talking about LinkedIn. That's a very, if you're a B2B, LinkedIn is a great resource for you, a great platform, and I think it warrants more than, you know, a 2-minute, you know, this is when you should be posting, because Facebook and Twitter, it seems like a lot of people have figured out, and a lot of the businesses that I've talked to, they're like, oh yeah, we're on LinkedIn, but we don't really know how to use it. So like I said, I'm going to try and save that for a longer commute video. Alright, well for now, this is my first video. I hope that this becomes kind of a regular basis thing, and that you join me during my commutes into work, and that we get to share some of these ideas, and like I said, of course, email me, call me, you know, whatever you want or need to do, so that we can continue this conversation, and that we can continue expanding some of this useful knowledge. So for now, I'm signing off, and which is perfect timing because I'm cooling into downtown Norfolk here in a second. So have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye!